forget subscribe, like, share.
Burma coup resistance notes November 29, 2022. Ethnic regions. In Karenni State, defense forces blew a junta-supplied truck to pieces that was carrying weapons and food this morning in Thaysule, about 5 kilometers north of Demawso town, killing 3 troops. There was a 30-minute battle. Karenni forces say the junta has brought more troops from elsewhere and is firing mortars and scouting with drones these days, and they anticipate more clashes after a period of reduced combat. The Karen army has suffered at least a temporary defeat as the junta's sustained attack on Thay Baw Bo in Dooplaya District of Kawthoolei, Myawaddy Township on Burmese maps, has succeeded and junta troops are again in control of the Myawaddy-Waw Lay road. The troops are in Thay Baw Bo village and have not yet mounted to the hilltop camp because it is full of landmines left by retreating Karen Cobra battalion troops, which the junta is now clearing. Local villages are poised to cross the Thumwe River into Thailand should fighting break out there again, but for the moment are living under their new junta masters. Karen forces captured the camp on May 18 of this year, breaking the junta's control of the road along the border. It must be said that the junta's control of camps retaken after costly battles is often temporary due to the perseverance of local defense forces in Karen and Karenni States. In Myawaddy-Waw District of Kawthoolei Thumwe region on Burmese maps, a PDF assassinated a Dalan junta spy yesterday in Yelying village of Yefiu Township. Meanwhile in Myawaddy Township, local PDFs launched multiple attacks on junta troops over a 3-day period November 25 to 27, killing 6 and capturing mortar rounds, ammunition, and uniforms from dead troops. In northern Shan State, 350 junta troops attacked positions of the ethnic Kokang Army (MNDAA) for the past 2 days, but were repulsed with the loss of at least 2 troops killed and 7 wounded. In Karenni State, 6 troops at a checkpoint in Pakan Township who were stopping travelers and stealing their phones and other valuables were wounded by a drone bomb yesterday. Junta Scorched Earth Village Terrorism Campaign. In Kinu, Kantbalu, Wetlet, Mying, Pork, Yesigyo, Madaya, and other central Burma townships, the story is the same, the mass movement of tens of thousands of refugees, in each of these townships, caused by the junta's war on its own population. PDFs are doing the best to defend citizens against these terror attacks, but they lack enough weapons and ammunition. Cold season has started and the refugees are living outdoors in the elements with very little food, shelter, or medications. Today troops are finishing burning Injun Kone and Myawaddy-Waw villages in Hatichang Township. A report emerged about a junta terror attack on Myandang village in Kinu Township, Zagaring region on November 26, in which troops burned homes, a clinic, and a pharmacy, and seized and murdered 3 residents. The body of another villager killed earlier was just found. The nearby village of Wathit Kone has been converted into a Pius Sorhati camp when junta troops gave villagers an ultimatum to join the terrorism campaign or become its victims. Since then, the Pius Sorties have been attacking and destroying the adjacent villages. People's Defense Forces PDFs. PDFs fired locally manufactured mortars at 12 junta boats carrying jet fuel up the Chindwan River yesterday, killing 3 troops and causing 2 of the boats to run aground. They then floated a raft with aquatic mines down toward the stranded boats, killing another soldier. PDFs in Wetlet Township set of roadside bombs yesterday that killed 5 troops out of a column of 70 and wounded an unspecified number. In Zagaring region, a PDF attacked a junta truck approaching Shwebo town yesterday and killed 3 junta troops on board. The same day, another truck in Shwebo Township was blown up with roadside bombs, wounding 10 troops. Results have come in from the November 27 battle in Hatichang Township of Zagaring region. After wildly exaggerated initial witness statements, the junta death toll is known to be 9 killed including an officer, out of the 80 total troops in the village terror gang. 5 PDF soldiers were injured, and junta jets conducted bombing. Details are still lacking regarding the PDF attack 2 days ago November 27 on a police outpost at Nyangpinwan on the Monawa-Mandalay highway, but dead junta soldiers are reported floating in the adjacent river. The PDFs had to call off that attack when civilians got in the way. 9 Kali PDF medics who were captured a year ago are apparently still alive, and were given long prison sentences by a junta court. This comes a relief, since the junta tortures most of its prisoners of war to death within a day or two of capture. Regardless of the length of prison sentences handed down by junta courts, in practical terms its captives will remain in prison until the military regime is purged from the country. In Myawaddy region, PDFs ambushed a junta Payus terrorist gang yesterday as it set out to assault nearby villages from its base at Zepaya in Pork Township. Using roadside bombs, drone bombs, and small arms fire, the PDFs killed 2 of the Payus and wounded 8, but had to break off when they ran out of information after 2 hours. The terrorists were attacking and burning Nyangyan, Kepanin, and Gon villages. Urban warfare. The destruction of 10,000 homes, shops, and religious buildings continues in Mingaladan township of Yangon, after the junta decided to steal the land there. The 50,000 homeless residents are looking for places to camp or relocate. Those who resist are beaten and kidnapped by troops. In Dawei City, junta troops kidnapped the local head of the Red Cross and a man hospitalized for gastrointestinal disease, and stole the Red Cross ambulance. The junta suspects the Red Cross of providing medical care to citizens. The fate of the patient taken from the hospital to a prison cell isn't specified. Since the first days of the coup, the illegal military regime has waged war on the medical community across the country, decimating the health sector and driving many professionals into liberated areas or exile.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, share.